Hulk Hogan has come under fire from Seth Rollins. In today's video, we are going to be sharing the recent comments made by Seth Rollins, who I absolutely adore and love, just purely, not only on his in-ring skills, but just for the fact that anytime he does a public interview, you get a real, honest, and authentic viewpoint from Seth Rollins. That's very rare in these day and age when it comes from a wrestler. He will tell you exactly what he thinks, and especially when it comes to Hulk Hogan. And he has roasted. I'm talking about the man has gotten his marshmallows and his graham crackers set by a bonfire and started telling some stories about the holster. Okay, now regardless, you don't like Hulk Hogan, you still look at him through your childhood eyelids. I don't care. But today, we're going to be roasting the holster. And it's going to be because of Seth Rollins. Now, Seth has roasted Hogan in the past. He's literally bringing this up in this interview. So he did an interview with Up and Adams. An interview that is chocked, and I mean chocked, with gold nuggets of great sound bites, okay? He was asked to name a nightmare team of WWE stars that he would like to see get crushed by a dream team of Chicago Bear players. In other words, who does he not like the most? Who does he hate the most of all time? And who would he want to get seen hurt? Obviously, CM Punk, right up there. One of the top tier names, one of the first names that he mentioned. Calling Punk a bad dude who's not a good fit for what they do in WWE and doesn't deserve to be in the same space as him. Ouch. Then he named Rick the Model Martel due to his days being an arrogant heel while Rollins was growing up. But let's get to Hogan, right? The third one is Hogan because, in his words, this one may be controversial, but we also want somebody we want to see get crushed in the ring, and that's going to be Hulk Hogan. When asked, why are you saying that? He said, you can look it up. You'll figure it out. Yeah, we'd love to see Hulk Hogan just get kicked around a little bit by these boys. That'd be nice. He was asked, you don't like Hulk Hogan? He said, complicated relationship there with a holster. Then he was asked, well, can we have in one sentence? He goes, nope, you cannot. That's a tricky. You're going to have to Google that one. I think you can probably figure it out. Pretty easy to be fair. It's not that tricky. Then he went on and said, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, not a good guy. Terry Bollea, or Bollea, excuse me. Also, not the best guy. Okay? So, what's the issue, Seth? Great. Glad you asked. Seth Rollins, like I said, whenever he talks about Hulk Hogan, roast this guy every single time. It's masterful. Here's the issue. Here's Seth Rollins' issue. He's publicly talked about this, a la the old Google a lot. Seth Rollins sees right through Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is a worker. He's a worker at the end of the day. He loves to work people. He will work you into liking him in any way, shape, or form. Okay? Hulk Hogan is not liked by people. Two reasons, actually. It's not because of his political takes. It's not the fact that this generation doesn't know who Hulk Hogan is and why he's a big deal. They just know of his name. Okay, let's be real. The man's 70. We're not in 1999 anymore. Hulk Hogan is disliked by a lot of people for two simple reasons. The problem is, there are two of the worst reasons that you can be disliked. Okay? Number one, he is a liar. He lies about a lot of different things. Okay? There is literally a list on the internet of all the things that he's lied about, made up of, or just simply got things wrong. The number two reason, and really the biggest reason that Hulk Hogan is disliked, hated, if you will, and why Seth Rollins doesn't like him, is simply due to the fact that Hulk Hogan is a racist. Okay? The leaked sex tape situation where he made racially insensitive remarks, that is why he was fired by WWE. The whole WWE bringing him back, him going to the locker room, something Shelton Benjamin said recently, about how Hogan came in there. He didn't apologize to the talent for what he said. He didn't acknowledge the fact that he was wrong and that he should not have said that. He's terribly sorry, and that he's trying to do everything in his power to spread the word of positivity and love instead of hate just based off of the color of someone's skin. These are people just like you and me, right? These are our brothers and sisters. These are not an item. They're not it. They're people. Just like me and you. It's just like any other race. We're people. Come together. He's telling the WWE locker room, be careful what you say on camera. Be careful what you say in private. You never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. Are you kidding me? That's your big takeaway there, Hopester? And so you wonder, and we all have to sit through, well, Hogan was booed in LA on the Raw and Netflix premiere episode on January 4th because they were in LA and he's a Republican. And he's signing with Donald Trump, and they're bringing in all of these outside excuses when number one is notable enough, but number two is the reason why. Hulk Hogan is a racist. People see him as a racist. They see him as a liar, and they don't want to be associated with him. This is not a political thing. This is a people see right through Hogan thing. That is why Seth Rollins does not like Hulk Hogan. That is why I get excited when I hear that Seth Rollins talked about Hulk Hogan. I grab my popcorn, I grab my drink, I sit down, and I watch, and I listen, because I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be golden. I know it's going to be exceptional. That's what Seth Rollins does when he talks about Hulk Hogan. That's why it's so good. That's why it's so great. He is like Hulk Hogan. You can like Hulk Hogan. I don't know why, but you can like him. It can be a childhood thing, I guess. But at the end of the day, that's why people don't like Hulk Hogan. At the end of the day, that is why Seth Paul does not like Hulk Hogan. It is. It's simple. It's straight to the point. There's no question marks. There's no confusion. Right? This is why Seth Rollins is such a golden person on the mic. This is why Seth Rollins is a top tier star, in my opinion. No filter. What you see is what you get. His character, in my opinion, is his personality turned up all the way. That's why I like Seth Rollins. He's also a really, really good in-ring worker. I digress.